Hello. 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 Can somebody confirm if they are able to hear me? Hello. Can anybody confirm in chat if they are able to hear me? Okay. So, okay. I'm hoping people can hear me now better. So, hi everyone. Welcome to our YouTube live session for Introduction to Python. So, okay. Thank you, Neha, for confirming. And yeah, so this is a introduction to Python session, and I'm your instructor today, Archie Garg. So I'll just give a brief about myself. So yeah, so I have overall 7+ years of industry experience and working as a programmer. And in this one, I have around 4+ years of experience working in data science and analytics domain. So uh, yeah, so in this one, in data science stream, I have worked with various private equity and hedge funds and different financial vendors, and so it's been an interesting journey so far. So today, I hope I'm able to share some of what I have learned to you guys, and I think yeah, let's start the session. So this session is going to be basics of the Python, and so you may have heard about if you are here, you may have heard about this, not a snake, but Python as a language, like many times before. So that is because it is a highly popular and advanced programming language that is being used in like heavily used in all the industries, be it a bank, be it a financial vendor, or be it a energy sector company. And that's because it has like lots of pre-built features available. It is very easy to pick up. It is also gives us lots of flexibility, and it has use cases in various industries. So so Python as a programming language is like one of the most popular language in across the globe today. So let's start with the uh, like we discuss why we are going to be learning Python today. And so just to give a brief idea, Python is a like highly advanced programming language, and that is very easy to pick up. And also, just to for beginners, just to give you idea about what a programming language is. So programming language is like just a, you can say, computer language that is used to create different applications, and that to solve certain user problems. So you use different apps every day, like Instagram, Facebook, and Gmail. So all these applications are creating using one or the other programming language. There are lots of other details as well, like from programming language there are certain databases and like other details as well. But for starters, you can say that programming language plays a huge role in creating these applications. And Python is like one of the most recently created programming language. So it was created by uh, it was like created in 1990s, and it is like it is named after, if you are if you have heard about Monty Python. It's a like comedy movie way back in 1980s. So the creator of the language was Monty Python fan. So because of that, they named the language as Python. So it's Mr. Rasam, I think, who created this language, and yeah, it's like go-to language for many data science and data analytics work in the industry today. Right. So I think I'm just going to launch a small poll, and uh, to know like how many of you are aware about Python, and to just to get the idea if you are a beginner or if you are medium or advanced level programmer. So I hope you are able to see the poll in your screen. Just say yes or no if you are. Okay, it's 50-50. So 50% of you are familiar with the language and 50% are not. So that's cool. So in this session, we are just going to cover very basics of it. So I hope those who are already familiar, they can revise their basic concepts, and those who are not, it will be like a good place for them to start picking up this language. And yeah, so we did a basic introduction, and I'm just going to like tell you about different industry or different areas in which you can look forward to work as a Python programmer. So after you learn Python, you can like expect to work as a data analyst, as a business analyst, as well as a data engineer, data science, and there are then if you become a specialized programmer, then you can even go for machine learning programmer, or deep learning, or artificial intelligence. So yeah, so you have like a wide range of options available once you pick up this language and become proficient at it, right? So yeah, so I hope that people already have Python installed in their system. If not, what you guys can do, you can, I'll just quickly share my screen and tell you can download Python online. You can just type on Google Python, download Python, and it's going to like give you like bunch of links to download Python from. And let me just, so you can go over here. This is the official Python website, python.org, and in the download section, you can download the latest version of Python as per your system. Like if you are on Mac or on your Windows system, you can download it. Or if you want to download some previous version, then yeah, you can also get those. I would suggest getting some 3.9 or higher version, because as new versions releases, there are some features or some areas that become redundant, or so it's better to always have the latest fix or latest version software installed in your system. so that there is no vulnerability. It is like there is no risk of getting attacked by certain virus also. So you can download the Python from over here. So I already have Python installed in my system. So once you have installed Python, you can run the code in the various ways. So I'm just going to show you few ways that you can run the Python code. So one way is to like you can open a command prompt in your system and simply type Python over here. So once you type Python over here, so it's going then within the command prompt window, it's going to open like this Python interpreter. So इसमें क्या है? You will just see. You can see here my Python version is 3.11, and this is a Windows 64-bit system. So that's just the general information, and then I can execute Python statements from here. Like if I simply type print hello world. So this is a very basic Python code. इसमें like if it's very easily readable, so you can directly see what this code is doing. Like it's just going to print hello world over here. So if I press enter, you see we can see print hello world. Or let's just say it's we do 2 plus 6. It's going to directly execute whatever we ask him to, like as long as it's within the Python syntax. So this is one way to write Python code, but again you इसमें थोड़ा limitation होता है, like you cannot create full-fledged scripts over here because you have to go line by line or code by code. Another way is to execute is using Python idle. So if you go to your search bar and type idle, so you can open this idle and it allows you, it is same as जो भी आप हमें अभी command prompt पे देखा, it is same as this. You can execute your code from here also. So this idle, it comes inbuilt with your Python download. And अगर if you want to like create a script over here, so यहाँ पे also you can do like this print hello world. So if I save this file, ये मैंने अपने सिस्टम पे फाइल सेव कर लिए. द एक्सटेंशन हैज़ टू बी लाइक .py. ये पाइथन की कोई भी हम कोड फाइल हम रन सेव करते हैं, सो जनरली वी गिव इट द एक्सटेंशन .py. लाइक कोई टेक्स्ट फाइल का एक्सटेंशन होता है .txt, सेम वे हमारे पाइथन फाइल का इट्स .py. सो लेट्स जस्ट सेव इट एंड इफ आई रन इट, सो ये मेरे को आइडल पे इसका आउटपुट देगा. सो इफ यू कैन सी आई हैव 2 प्रिंट स्टेटमेंट थी मेरे पास एंड both have given the output over here. So this is another way to run Python code. And yeah, let's see another way. Third way is आप कोई भी एक IDE डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं. So IDE क्या होता है? एक इंटीग्रेटेड डेवलपमेंट इन्वायरमेंट. So ये आपको पूरा एक इनबिल्ट डेवलपमेंट इन्वायरमेंट देता है. So this is what mainly many professionals do. They download an IDE and उसमें ही दे मैनेज एवरीथिंग. अपने पाइथन के जितना भी कोड है उसमें मैनेज करते हैं एंड देन दे रन द कोड डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम हियर. सो इसमें भी इफ यू सी आई हैव जस्ट क्रिएटेड एक सिंपल पाइथन प्रोजेक्ट क्रिएट किया एंड देन आई हैव क्रिएटेड वन फाइल main.py. फॉर सिंप्लिसिटी हम सेम एग्जांपल रन कर रहे हैं, प्रिंट हेलो वर्ल्ड, एंड लेट्स जस्ट run this from here and you can see the output. It's printing this. So I hope you're not getting bored कि हम print hello world ही करे जा रहे हैं, but don't worry, we are going to move to fun stuff also. And one of the other way is having a Jupyter notebook. So this what Jupyter notebook is, so it provides like it's provide a local host in your system, जिसमें you can run your Python code, and it is like very, you can say, easy and user friendly to use. And also it is able to, like, it stores your file as this .ipnb. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ .py, अगर 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 आपकी फाइल का एक्सटेंशन है .ipnynb, इसका मतलब दिस इज अ जुपिटर नोटबुक. सो in like in data science, many people, they highly prefer using Jupyter notebook for testing the code and running the code. इसलिए because you can like just create a cell and run your code uh, without creating any new project or no anything. You don't have to create a new project. You can just open a new Jupyter notebook. आप अपना code write कर सकते हैं and you can run it, test it. And once you have tested everything, then you can no proper format it and project बना सकते हैं. But this is like very easy to quickly build some quickly build scripts in your system. So in our for our class today also, we are going to use Jupyter notebook only. And hum like we are just going to cover some basic contents today, that is introduction. Then we have the installation in modules of Python, then the basics of the language. So this is what we are going to cover. So if anybody has any doubt or anything they want to discuss, I think, sorry, they can put it into chat. I'm just going to look at it for 1 minute. Then I think we can start with the content. Okay. So इधर किसी के कोई डाउट नहीं है, या फिर we have people who जिनके सब डाउट्स क्लियर हो चुके हैं ऑलरेडी. So okay, I'll just share my screen again. Okay, so this is the Jupyter notebook that we have today. So we already had introduction to Python. It's a highly advanced programming language. Basically, we can write set of instructions in it in Python language, and we can create different applications or data science projects using Python. Okay, I hope you have already have everything installed in your system. But if not, please go ahead and install it. And then, as per your requirement, you can run the code in either Jupyter Notebook or koi IDE. If you want to know about IDE, maybe you can download PyCharm Community Edition, or you can download Visual Studio Code. These two are like very good IDEs to program. And yes, then let's start. So okay, so we already saw like run command to start the Python in the CMD. Apart from that, Python में like there are various modules है, features है, like that are already inbuilt that we can utilize in our code. जैसे आपने देखा print. So print is a function जो already inbuilt है Python में, and that is used by us programmers. So we know that print command से we can print anything to as to output. But print की like backend coding, it has been done by some programmer, and because of that we are like we can just use it as it is. So similar to print, we have many inbuilt functions and libraries in Python जो हम import कर सकते हैं, use कर सकते हैं, but that is going into bit advanced. अभी हम simple Python run करना चाहें, like for a very beginner, you can like do simple calculations over here directly. Uh, like very easy. Even if you don't know Python, you can directly open up Python command and run this simple maths command. If I do like C 2 minus 4, it is going to give the result. Same way, or you can use, so this star is for multiplication. So 2 into 4, it's going to give you 8. And same way, if I do then forward slash, this is for dividing. So 2 divided by 4, that is 0.5. एंड पाइथन में एक और होता है स्पेशल ऑपरेटर. If I do 4 by 2, it's going to give me 2, but there is but if you want to get remainder of this, then we can do this operator. This percentage operator is modulo. So what it does is ये आपको remainder देता है for any division. So like 4 divided by 2 is obviously gives 0 remainder, but if we do, let's say, do 5 by 2, in this case we are going to get 1 as the remainder. Okay, so I hope this part is clear. So let's start with some language basics. So Python के language basics में सबसे पहले I'm going to talk about keywords. So what are keywords? Keywords are certain like predefined words in the Python language, which have certain meaning for the interpreter. So what is Python interpreter? जो Python code execute करता है in the backend. So that is the interpreter. So for this interpreter, there are certain words which have fixed meaning. So let's जैसे यहाँ पे we used a print. So this print is a keyword. वो interpreter को पता है that this is a inbuilt function जो जिसका like specific role है in the language. So we have many keywords in Python language. So one of the keyword is import. So what import does is, uh, let's say you have some library that you want to use in Python. Library is कोई pre-built code Python का that you want to use. Let's say you want to use Chat GPT in your Python code. Very simple. So you can, अगर Chat GPT की, if there is a library, you can simply do import Chat GPT and then use that library in your code. But again, you have to understand ki what are the different functions and everything in that library, and that. But for now, we are just going to import very basic library, Python library, that is keyword. So once we do import keyword, so अब इस keyword जो library है, we can see इस library में कितने functions हैं, और and we can use इस library के variables functions अपने code में. So for now, let's just see कि Python के inbuilt keywords क्या हैं, like predefined keywords. Sorry. Yep. Okay. So you see, this is like, these are some of the keywords Python में that are used, that उनका कोई predefined meaning है, and generally it's not they are not used as no as variable or as anything else in the code. So यहाँ पे you can see import is also a keyword. So ये import use होता है to import different modules and libraries. Same way we have, like you can see, true, false. So ट्रू एंड फॉल्स एज यू कैन गेस, अगर ये किसी पाइथन के अंदर ही इफ यू वांट टू कंपेयर सम कंडीशन की वो ट्रू है या नहीं है, सो यू कैन यूज दीज keywords to compare that. So same way, all these keywords have their own meaning. So as we go, as we learn more about Python in future, so most of these keywords will make sense for you. Okay, and so this is about keyword, and now I'm going to talk about identifier. Okay, so identifier are also one of the property, like not property, sorry. So identifier क्या होते हैं in the language? If you want to store anything, store anything in Python, so उसके लिए we use an identifier. Just like if you can guess from its name, identifier, it's like basically like identification. Just like I have an identity, like my name is Archie, and you all are well watching this video. You all have like your identity, like you have some name, and or you have done some work, or you have some property, like uh, property as in like you are your gender or your height or your weight, so all these are your properties. So same way एक identifier होता है in the Python language to give identity to certain uh, to store something in memory. So identifier like can be different types, like एक variable होता है, you can have a function or class, and so you can define a variable, function, class, and they are all a identifier for certain memory location in the Python. So to एक identifier को create करने के लिए there are certain rules. So we are just going to discuss some rules over here. So as an example, I can say a equal to 2. So इस statement में I have just given एक सिंपल आइडेंटिफायर वेरिएबल क्रिएट किया है a, एंड इसकी वैल्यू मैंने असाइन कर दी है इक्वल टू 2. सो a इक्वल टू a इस केस में है आइडेंटिफायर फॉर द वैल्यू 2. सो 2 इज अ वैल्यू हमारी जो मेमोरी में स्टोर है, एंड टू आइडेंटिफाई दिस वैल्यू वी हैव गिवन द वेरिएबल नेम a. लेट्स टू create another identifier b. So let's give it a values 79, right? So this is a separate identifier, and इसकी वैल्यू हमने असाइन कर दी है 79. नाउ अब हमें क्या करना है? लेट्स से आई वांट टू ऐड दीज टू वैल्यूज. सो वन वे है कि मैं इनको डायरेक्टली ऐड कर दूँ 2 + 79, जैसे हमने ऊपर एक एग्जांपल देखा था, लाइक वी कैन डू 2 + 4 और 2 + 8 डायरेक्टली. और व्हाट आई कैन डू इज मैं इनके आइडेंटिफायर यूज कर सकती हूँ, लाइक a + b. सो लाइक व्हेन पाइथन इंटरप्रेटर्स इधर आएगा प्रिंट में एंड दे सी दैट मैंने a एंड b को ऐड किया है, सो इट विल गो टू a, लाइक a की a आइडेंटिफायर की मेमोरी लोकेशन पे क्या वैल्यू स्टोर है, and it will see like 2 is stored here. And same for b, it will see b पे क्या value stored है, and once it sees 79 then it's going to plus it's going to add those values. So I'm just going to run this cell and you can see the output. So using two identifiers I'm able to add these like value. So this ये बहुत ही basic example था. And yeah, I'll just give some rules एक identifier create करने के लिए Python में. There are some very basic rules. Some so कभी भी if you want to create an identifier, it always has to be like A to Z होना चाहिए, like उसका name, or it can be capital A to Z. Now you will say why small and कैपिटल इनको डिफरेंटली क्यों लिखा है? ओके, दैट इज बिकॉज जो कैपिटल ए एंड कैपिटल स्मॉल है, दे आर लाइक ट्रीटेड एज डिफरेंट आइडेंटिफायर, डिफरेंट वेरिएबल इन पाइथन. सो अगर मैंने किया a इक्वल टू 3 एंड इफ आई डू a कैपिटल A इक्वल टू ओके लेट्स से इसको भी 3 किया एंड नाउ आई कंपेयर इट. डोंट वरी इफ यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड दिस. सो इनकी वैल्यू सेम है, बट इफ आई डू दिस, okay, sorry about this, की वैल्यू सेम है, but if it is going to be different identifier, like let's say I change the value 4. So अब you can see the output is different, like it's not the same. Plus ये जो दो वैल्यू हैं, they are like totally different from each other. So you can see a जो है वो उसके में वैल्यू 3 स्टोर हुई है एंड कैपिटल ए में वैल्यू 4 स्टोर हुई है. वो लोग they are not overlapping each other, they are totally unique value. So python क्या है? python एक केस सेंसिटिव लैंग्वेज है. so if you are so अगर आपने कुछ लाइक ए बी सी डिफाइन किया है इक्वल टू समथिंग एंड देन आपने ए बी एंड कैपिटल सी डिफाइन किया है इक्वल टू समथिंग. सो ये क्या है? इट्स गोइंग टू बी टोटली डिफरेंट. ये दोनों टोटली डिफरेंट वैल्यूज हैं पाइथन के लिए, इंटरप्रेटर के लिए. दे आर टोटली डिफरेंट, प्लस अलग अलग लोकेशन पे स्टोर होंगे. आई होप ऑल दिस इज मेकिंग सेंस टू यू ऑल. एंड what else can we put in identifier? So we can add 0 to 9, that is integer value हम डाल सकते हैं identifier में, as well as underscore we can add it. But one main thing, एक चीज का ध्यान रखना है, जो identifier का नाम है, it cannot start with integer. So I just with any value 0 to 9. So like let's see, x y z 1 is a valid identifier, but let's say 1 xyz. So this is not a valid identifier. xyz is like will not give any error, but 1 xyz will give error अगर आप किसी आइडेंटिफायर को ऐसे नेम करते हैं. लेट्स जस्ट क्रिएट दिस. मैंने दो वेरिएबल क्रिएट किए, xyz1 equal to 1 and this one let's keep it simple, equal to 1. सो यू कैन सी मेरे को यहाँ पे एरर आया है. सो दिस इज डोंट थिंक टू मच अबाउट द एरर, बट दिस इज मेनली बिकॉज द वेरिएबल नेम है वो आपका इंटीजर वैल्यू से स्टार्ट नहीं हो सकता. सो दैट्स वाई द पाइथन इंटरप्रेटर है ये आपको एक एरर दे रहा है. Okay, so I'm just going to have a quick poll in the chat. And just to see if you are all paying attention. Okay, can everybody quickly answer कि like out of these four option, which one is the invalid identifier? This is just to check. Okay, there's a question. Can we use VS Code? Yes, definitely you can use VS Code. And also, can we use identifier name like this, at the rate, minus? You cannot use at the rate and as well as minus in the identifier, as well as the identifier name cannot start with integer. Only special character जो identifier में allowed होता है, that is underscore. So you can have A to Z, capital and small letter, then 0 to 9, and then underscore. Okay. So poll is ended. Wow. Okay. So all of you have answered correctly. The 09, the identifier starting with 0, that was the correct answer. So happy to see that you guys are understanding this. So let's continue. Okay. So after identifier, let's just talk about some more basics like comment, statement. So I'll just go through statement first. So in Python, like each code of instruction, each line of instruction, it is a statement, like as simple as that. So a equal to 2, this is a statement. Like b equal to this is a statement. So basically, each executable line, जो भी, like if any line that is in Python is executable, so उस line को we call it statement. So this print also, this is a statement, print a plus b. So yeah, nothing complicated, simply like everything executable, as long as, so if partially written line, they are not a statement. The line which is executable and interpreter can no run it properly, so that line is a statement, or that instruction is a statement. Pretty simple. And yeah, then let's go to the comments. So comments in Python, basically every programming language, what happens is, uh, let's say आपने बहुत बड़ा एक कोड लिख दिया है, and then you like kal and parso you open it up again, and then you are scratching your head कि भाई ये मैंने क्या लिख दिया. Like that happens with every programmer, that ये हमने क्या लिख दिया. They are like sometimes very forgetful, and they are not able to identify their own code as well. So for for such cases, like it is very useful कि you write down comments in your code. So it is also considered a good practice कि कभी भी you are creating some piece of code or creating some script, that you document it using codes, using comments. So comments, how can you create comments? So in Python, there are two ways हम comments create कर सकते हैं. Firstly, if we start anything with hash, so anything written after this hash is going to be a comment. So Python interpreter, when I run this cell, so it's not going to pick it up as a as an executable statement. It's just going to ignore this line, Python interpreter. So let's say this is to print hello world. I know we are just doing very basics because this is just a introduction session, but as we go in future classes, we are just going to use more detailed pieces of code. So so in this cell, मैंने सिर्फ एक comment add किया, this is to print hello world, and then I've added this code. So it's like nothing complex, like very easy to just identify that hello world एक hello world print कर रहा है this piece of code. And so this is for one line comment. So there are many cases like uh, you have created a complete application, yeah, complete script आपने create करी है, but so you cannot write your comment in one line. So if you want to write your comment in like multiple lines, then you can use its triple quotes. So everything inside this triple quotes, it will be considered as a comment. So let's say मैंने following code adds. So you can see ये है एक multiple line of code, multiple line of comment. So if you want to write multiple line of comment, you can use triple quotes. So basically इसमें like let's just create simple. Okay. So इसमें like we are just printing the variables as well as the output over here. So don't worry if you don't understand this part कि कैसे हो रहा है. We'll talk more about it in future classes. But this is just to make you familiar कि we can create print multiple things in a single print statement, right? So we are printing A, B as well as इनका result. We can also do if you this to make it more clear that these are the variables and then this is the result, right? So this is about the comments. Like we have a single line of comment and we have multi-line comment. So whenever you create like write some piece of code in Python, and if you think like it's not very easily understandable, or in general practice, always try to write some comment about it or some uh, definition about it, so that it's very easy to pick up next time you continue working on that code. Okay, that was about comment statement. We'll cover variables in bit more detail. So yeah, so abhi we were talking about identifier. So so identifier, like there are different types identifier in Python. So एक like one is a variable. So abhi like whatever example we took for identifier, this these are considering these are like a variable only. So identifier can be like different type है. एक फंक्शन का आइडेंटिफायर हो सकता है, एक क्लास का आइडेंटिफायर हो सकता है, एंड एज वेल एज अ वेरिएबल. So so all these statements that were created, so in my basically this a part, then a b c x y z, all these are called variables. So just like identify variables, they are stored in memory and they can hold certain value that we want them to know for our code. So yeah, you can see a here is a variable and it holds the value 45 in memory. And same way ये तो integer value है. Like let's say I create simple like variable name var, and I want to store, instead of integer I want to store some text value. So I'm going to, let's say, store my name over here. So I'm storing my name in this variable var, or let's say I can do name also, like name equal to this. And if I want to store certain other things about myself or any one of you, so I can create a variable and I can store that value in that variable, right? And to create a variable, rules जो हैं it's same as identifier, जो हमने अभी ऊपर डिस्कस किए थे, like the naming convention is same. We can use A to Z, small a to Z, capital A to Z letters. We can use 0 to 9, like any numbers, or we can use underscore, like anything out of these four cases we can use to have to create a variable. And yeah, second rule is same. Variable name, it cannot start with a integer value, it cannot start with a numeric value. So uh, I hope uh, this thing is clear to you guys. And yeah, I think finally some fun part, data types and data structures. So these are also these are part of a language basic. So like starting में we discussed different languages that are available in IT industry today. Like we have C, C++, COBOL, Pascal, and then we have Java and React, JavaScript. So in every language, there are certain inbuilt data types available होते हैं. So basically they are already inbuilt in the system, so and they can be used as it is in the programming languages. So like with respect to Python, we have four basic uh, data types. So one is integer, then we have float, and then we have string and boolean. So इनको थोड़ा लाइक डिटेल में देखते हैं फॉर ईच ऑफ दीज डेटा टाइप. सो व्हाट इज इंटीजर? सो इंटीजर क्या है? इट्स अ whole number. So in case you forgot your maths, yeah. So whole number is like any value between 0 to infinity, and so that can be a part of a integer. So we can store negative value also in integer, that is unsigned int, that is like bit different data type, but in general integer में we can store minus infinity to plus infinity value. So let's just to give you example, abhi we stored all these values in variable. So over here this 45 value, so this is a integer value. So plus 97, 35. So like all these numeric whole numbers, they are integer values. So it can be a very big value as well. So any number between integer to infinity, but they have certain capacity, like they can hold 32 bit of value. In Python, you can, if you want to store higher numbers, then that is also possible. But for your, I think all the base values, integer generally store 32 bits of value. So uh, that is what bit limitation in case of integer. But you can, it is possible to store higher number value as well. And then we have float. So float is also a numeric value, but integer and float में difference क्या है? Float can store decimal values as well. So let's say want to store 1.5, or I want to store a pi value of pi, that is 22 by 7. So all these value I can store in float easily. Because they are in decimal format, and also float is a 64-bit. Float can store 64-bit value. So iski like capacity is more than integer. But in Python, I think if you really want, you can store higher higher numeric value also in float, even higher than 64-bit. There are like certain ways, but once you become more familiar with the language, you will be able to like use those cases. But for your everyday general purpose programming, even for most of the data science and analytics work, the 32-bit and 64-bit, these values are like more than sufficient for you. Okay, and then we have string data types. So string data types is basically your text and alphanumeric value. So let's say I want to store a person's name uh, over here, or I want to store any textual value. So that text value can be stored in string. So string is like Python mein, it is one of the most used data type. And let's say I can also store alphanumeric value, like basically anything inside these quotes, double quotes के अंदर, like uh, I can store any alphanumeric value, or even it can contain special character also. If you want to store your password, or if you want to store your name, your address, you can store everything in a string value. Let's say I want to uh, store this Infinity Data Academy, or I want to store some place name. I can store it in a I can store it in a string, or even alphanumeric value. Let's say I want to store your address, so it's 600, then 600, then something, then this is just sorry, I'm terrible at creating ad hoc addresses. First, okay, I'm not don't know the pin code, but let's just keep it this. So you can store anything alphanumeric, or your textual value inside a string. Okay, so and the last data type is bull. So this is a like special data type. So bull में क्या होता boolean value में क्या होता है, it stores only two value, that is true or false. So it has just true value, two values, true and false, that it can store. So uh, if you all remember, initially we started with keywords. So in the keywords we had these as a special, these are the inbuilt keyword already, true and false. So these true and false, they are boolean value. So they are like uh, conditions defined करने में, they are highly used in Python. So and they are always either true or false, like only two values are possible in के if अगर हम कोई boolean data type use करते हैं तो. Okay, so anybody want to have another poll again, just to see if you are not sleeping? So I'll just create a quick one. Okay, glad to see. So infinity data is the answer, and everybody has answered correctly. So नाइस टू सी कि यू आर ऑल पेइंग अटेंशन. So finally, अब हम we are on to the last topic of the session, and that is data structures. Okay, so data structure. So अभी हमने we talked about this basics integer basics data types. So what these data types do, at a time they like generally store one type of value and only one value. Like अगर आप एक वेरिएबल क्रिएट कर रहे हैं इंटीजर टाइप का एंड यू आर जस्ट स्टोरिंग one value in it uh, at a time. But with the help of data structure, we can store multiple values, collection of values, and collection of variables basically हमारी memory में, and so that it's because like as we go to real world, obviously we are going to have lots of data, and all this data is it's better to be stored in data structure instead of like storing it one by one using one variable. So we are just going to discuss the data structure that are in Python. So Python mein there are four types of data structure. One is list, then we have tuple and set and dictionary. So we have these four types of data structure available in Python, and we're just going to go through them one by one. So first is a list. So what is a list? It is ordered collection of data. And I think we can say for triple also, like it is also like these are all basically collection of data only. So I think this is possible for all four of these. But the set and dictionary, they are unordered, while list and tuple, they are ordered. So what is ordered and unordered? So basically if we store any value in list में हम कोई भी value store करते हैं, so how can you create a list? Let's say I'm just going to create a list over here. So list को create करने के like one way is to use the square brackets. So I'm just creating a list with the name list example, and I'm storing this. Let's say these values. List के अंदर मैंने I've stored four values, and okay, so yeah, so what I mean by ordered collection of data is कि memory में all these values they will be stored in certain order. Like अगर the first value a है, so it will stay a only in the memory, and same way मैंने like second value मैंने list में b डाली है, so list in the memory same way second value it will be b. But in case of set and dictionary, that is not that is not the case. अगर मैंने फर्स्ट वैल्यू a डाली है एंड सेकंड वैल्यू b डाली है, so it is possible कि मेमोरी में they are present as ba instead of ab. So set and dictionary they are unordered, and list and tuple they are ordered collection of data. So as you can see here, ये जो list मैंने create करी है, we can hold multiple values in it. So and same list के अंदर I have added string value as well as integer value. So we can have multiple types of value and multiple values inside a list. So I'll just run this, and it is, and list में की values हम कैसे get कर सकते हैं? If I let's say मेरे को a get करना है, so this a is at zero index as in first position of the list. So if I want to see anything at the first position, so I'll use it do that using 0. So as you can see, it is giving me the output A, like so the 0th location, that is at this location we have A present. And if I change to 1, and it's going to print B. So that is like that is the like for us, like we generally start the countings from 1, 2, 3 and 4, but in most of the programming languages कोई भी लिस्ट क्रिएट करते हैं हम, या कोई एरे, या कोई भी हम डेटा स्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट करते हैं, सो जनरली द इंडेक्सिंग या फिर जो भी एलिमेंट इंडेक्सिंग है वो है 0 से स्टार्ट होती है. सो द फर्स्ट एलिमेंट इज ऑलवेज एट द 0th index. Okay, so this is just a list example, and same way we can create a tuple. But tuple में and list में क्या difference होता है? So they are, tuple is created using these round brackets, and list is created using this square bracket. And tuple में it can also hold multiple types of value. So we can have string, we can have we can have integer, float और boolean value एक single tuple के अंदर. Okay, so but the main difference between list and tuple क्या होता है? Like I have created this tuple, अब मैं इसको modify नहीं कर सकती हूँ. So like I have this list example, but I can modify it. So let's say आपकी you have your class data list of students. एक क्लास में आपके जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो एक लिस्ट में हमने स्टोर किए हैं पाइथन में. So let's say we have we have Abhay, we have Akash, we have Aman, like these 3 people. And next, in the next class, क्या है? There's another person, Bhavin, that joins the class. So we can simply add Bhavin's name to our existing list. Okay, so so in Python, we can add it using append. Append is a list function, and once we go more into details of the data structure, you can see the example. You can maybe add it and like do it on your own system as well, like append. And I want to append, let's say, new student name over here. And after that, I want to print this list again. Okay, you can see ये जो new student है और like whatever new value जो मैंने append करी इस list में, it has been added over here easily. So same way, so but in case of tuple, अगर हमने एक बार एक tuple create कर दिया, we cannot add anything new to it. So इस property को हम क्या बोलते हैं? That tuples are immutable. And while हमारी जो list है, it is mutable. So mutable in basic English, it means changeable. Immutable, like it's like not changeable. So tuple, and so even if let's say you do tuple example dot append or dot add anything, if you add try to add anything to tuple, so like memory में क्या होता है? It will like discard this one, like it will discard this one, and it will create a new tuple instead. So ये जो existing tuple था, it like इसमें कोई change नहीं होगा, but if you really want anything to add to tuple, like it will just instead of making change to existing one, it will create a new tuple in memory, and then वो new tuple की value assign कर देगा to this variable. But yeah, in general it's not, मतलब अगर आप tuple यूज कर रहे हैं, so अगर अपने python में, so it is expected कि ये you are not changing it in the future. So always make sure, agar like if we are use, like if you want to use list or tuple अपने use case के according, like अगर like if you have set of data जिसमें there is possibility कि आपको new data add करना होगा, like your class list, like there are new student coming daily or there are new student coming monthly weekly, so better है कि वो data आप list में save करें instead of a tuple. And tuple में you can store some fixed cases, like I have fixed the topics of this Python class, so we are not changing it in the future or for foreseeable future. So those Python topics I have saved in a tuple instead of a list, but we can store it in list also if there is a possibility कि हम content modify कर रहे हैं, or if there is a possibility कि हम content change कर रहे हैं as per the classes. Okay, so let's move to the next set of data structure, that is set and dictionary. So set and dictionary, like just we uh, mentioned previously. So ये क्या है? This is unordered collection of data. So there is no possibility कि अगर मैंने A B C D, like I have added A B C D values in a set, तो it's not guaranteed कि वो same format में और same order में save होगी. It can be in totally different order available in the final set. So what's the use of this set is, it is very useful in the way that कि सेट में हमेशा यूनिक वैल्यू होती है. सो इफ यू लाइक वांट ओनली यूनिक वैल्यूज टू स्टोर इन योर डेटा, सो उसमें जनरली वी यूज सेट और डिक्शनरीज. सो सेट को क्रिएट करने का, लेट्स से सिंपल एग्जांपल टू क्रिएट अ सेट. So to create a set, we use these curly brackets, and we'll see कि we cannot save duplicate values set में. So ये मैंने एक set create किया है, and if I print this set, so as you can see इसमें duplicate values जो मैंने भी add करी थी, like I added 3 2 times. So instead of 2 times, it will just store it one unique 3 value. Same with 44, like I added 44 2 times, so it's instead of twice, it just saved it once. Okay, and also you can see the order of the variables, order of the, sorry, these values change हो गया है. Like I say, like first value I added in set is 2, but instead of 2 it is showing me 0. Now uh, abhi it's like showing it in like sorted format, but generally set it's not always sorted, so it can be any random order में set में value store हो जाती है, right? And it is very useful to store unique values, like you have uh, आपका roll number है, so your roll number, it's going to be your unique ID, so it's not going to change for your class. Let's say you have और आपकी transaction ID है, so that is अगर आप कोई भी transaction करते हैं online, so you always see the transaction ID, it is always unique for one transaction. So those unique values, they are always like prefer to be stored in a data structure like set dictionary, so that there is no chance of duplication, like like it will be like very problematic कि एक transaction reference पे it is showing that uh, like student A has transferred 1000 rupees to student B, and same transaction ID पे student B has transfers same 1000 to let's say student C. So ऐसा हो जाएगा, there will be lot of conflicts. So whenever we need to store unique values, so उस case में we always prefer to use data structure like set. And let's lastly we have dictionary. So this is a very like one of the most useful data structure Python में. So what is a dictionary? So dictionary is also stores unique key, but dictionary क्या है? It stores data in key and value. So uh, it might so you have a key that is always unique and then you have a value. So dictionary क्या है? हमेशा की एंड वैल्यू के फॉर्मेट में जो है डेटा सेव करता है. मे बी एक एग्जांपल विल मेक इट more clear. Let's I want to create a dictionary. Sorry about the typos. So same way curly bracket हम use करते हैं to create a dictionary, and then I have to create a dictionary, and let's say I'm doing a key. So key मैंने रख दिया 001. Let's say इस केस में this is a roll number of a student. Then इस roll number के against I'm saving the name of that student, name, and then we have the age, and then we have उसका let's say some mobile number. Okay, and same way मैंने like I put 002. This is the roll number of like say second student. I have the name and then the age. I hope there are no Abhay and Bhavin in our class. Okay, so this is just a basic example कि हमने एक यूनिक रोल नंबर के अगेंस्ट एक स्टूडेंट की डिटेल्स जो है वो स्टोर करी है. सो डिक्शनरी दे आर many times preferred because जो इसमें की होती है, so this 001 and 002 are the key for that dictionary, and we can use that key to get the corresponding value. So let's say मुझे स्टूडेंट की डिटेल्स चाहिए जिसका रोल नंबर है 002. So I'll use this to get the details. Sorry, that's yeah. Okay, I forgot to run this. Let's have run this now. Okay, so you can see मैंने like 002 key दिया. So this key के against I can see the value of that particular student. So dictionary का like the most useful advantage is that is 00 के 2 के against there is going to be only this one value or one list or one data structure whatever, but this 002 or 001 ये roll number हमेशा list में unique रहेंगे because there is no chance of duplication. Just to give you a idea, let's say मैंने एक और value add करी इसमें 001 and I try to and some number, and if I try to run this it is running, but अगर like if I print this dictionary now, so well, I cannot unmute any of you, but I would have asked कि इसका क्या output होता. So I'm just going to run it. You can see so 001 के against there is only one like list that is stored. So मैंने जब like new value add किया यहाँ पे, so it overrode the previous one, और जो previous 001 की है, so it overrode the previous value. So in dictionary it's like always expected कि जो भी हम इसमें key use कर रहे हैं that has to be unique, so there is no chance of repetition. और only use that data जिसमें कोई एक unique ID है that we can use to store this data. Dictionary. And I think that's all the content जो आज डिस्कस करना था मुझे, and hopefully it made sense, at least some of it made sense to you guys. But so let's end the session with another fun poll, and then if you have any questions you can put it into uh, live chat, and we can take it up. But otherwise, uh, the content part of the class is done for today, and I'll just add one last question for you guys to see that you were not sleeping at the end. Sorry, it's taking some time to type it out. Okay, I hope you can see the poll. So other than that, अगर like किसी को कोई doubt या question है, they can put it in the live chat and we can take it up. And also, if you want to connect with us more, you can follow, or follow the Infinity Data Instagram and LinkedIn channel to keep up to date with our future sessions that are coming up. And I hope you enjoyed the today's class. So I'll just end the poll. Okay, so 3 out of 3. This one also, the answer were correct. So thank you very much for listening till the end. I hope you didn't feel too sleepy. And yeah, you can follow our YouTube channel for future sessions that are upcoming. I think the first one is scheduled for 9th, 8th or 9th of March. And I'll see you guys there. Bye. Good night, everyone.